Alright, so this week's edition of Shop News is brought to you by E3 Spark Plugs. We got the door open right now, so we got our sweatshirts on because our weather it's actually pretty bad right now. Today was pretty nice. I had the door open, it felt pretty good. Starting to rain, probably get some snow, but hopefully it's got more people watching. Standing in front of interesting deal. This is our Toyota. It's a Camry. We got a Ford motor in it. This is actually what we're going to run in the Super Cup Series next year. We were going to try to run it this year. It's a good thing we didn't, because unfortunately one of our old Fords took the hit for us at Salem after 4 laps of practice. It's going to be a pretty nice car for us though.
Going might through not be for us.
Huh?
Might not be. It might be for somebody else.
Right, for Kimmel Racing.
It'd
be nice. It's a nice car for Kimmel Racing. Right now we are actually looking for funded drivers to rent this deal. So if you're interested in running a Super Cup Series race, it's very affordable if you know how much an ARCA race costs. Twin 50-lap races, qualifying and practice with this deal. It's a one-day show. Salem was a big turnout. I know they signed that deal back already this year for Salem. Some other tracks are Jennerstown, I believe they go to a lot. Old Dominion, help me out here. Midvale, something like that. So they got a couple races on their schedule. Anxious to get this car done. After going through and putting it together, it's a pretty slick piece, and it was far ahead of our steel cars that we were racing at the time when these cars ran. Other than that, we're still searching for sponsors for 5 to 6 races with the ARCA car for next year. We do have a very nice intermediate car that we just got. It is, when the rear end's actually out from underneath of it, it's off to Tommy Buzzy's in North Carolina right now, getting all the updates, I guess you could say, for SKU that we can't run anymore, since we're going to be under more NASCAR control this year with them buying out ARCA. Aside from that, I don't have a whole lot left to say, other than I'm glad I did put Hawaiian Shine on the Impala, because the weather is pretty bad.
Get your Jack's wax out, because it's going to need it right now with the rain coming down. If you want to look over here, show them the chassis. We have a chassis for sale. Big guy just brought this back last week from Mooresville. If you guys are looking for a chassis to build a new street stock with, there's a brand new one sitting here in the shop that we're going to get rid of probably next week or so. Give us a holler. That thing's it's a really nice cage off of a Cup car they didn't completely build.
It's brand new. It's actually like the one that we just got rid of.
Yes,
not too long ago.
Nice car. So what? This weekend we had a really nice get together for our. Some of this was kind of taken wrong way, I think, but we had to get together and we put it on Facebook. And the reason it was kind of a closed deal, it was because that was for our immediate sponsors that taking care of our street stock deal at Salem this year, and for all of the pitmen and the volunteers that actually help Will at Salem throughout the year. Because I mean, there's a lot of guys that worked here at night while we're on the road trying to get back from the ARCA race that volunteered time and did a whole lot of work on their time that enabled us to get to Salem and race this year. And that's what that was for. It was nothing more than that. Great turnout, really nice night, and nothing more than an appreciation deal for those people. And you know, we put it up and told people what we were doing, because we were actually proud of what we had done. We are extremely grateful for the help, the E3 and Eddie Gilstrap, Rob's Touch of Class, and TNT and all them guys have given to us throughout the year, and of course Scott, and I mean I can go on and on. But that's what that was all about this year. And that was a neat deal that we had for them on Saturday night. Through that, right now we got this car done because we got a little bit of downtime, and we got a couple of cars we're trying to get ready for Daytona to go do the test in January. Again, that's some funded drivers. If you guys got to get your okay through ARCA to run the speedways, we have that available. We even got some half days left in that, so you can give us a call here. Other than that, everything else is moving forward. We got another street soccer coming in. Should be about 80% done. That we'll be picking up probably the next week or so. Hopefully it's better than the one we ran this year. It looks like it is, because some of the things we learned this year on that car we put over to that car. So I'm hoping
like
that thing
how
is better.
To keep spring mounts in.
How to keep spring mounts.
That would be nice.
So there are some nice things, but that spring mount, you know, that happens because the car was actually hooking up better than what it had in the past, and that's just part of
most people don't know
growing pains.
we had that problem earlier on because it happened pretty quick. Or in the ARCA race, the first day out with that car, the right rear bucket actually pulled itself loose, and we had to get it welded up right there on the spot.
But some of that is because the buckets that we're using are out of a older model Nova because they don't
Well,
make all the
that
new-
shoebox Nova we cut up had a really nice bucket.
Yeah, so we got to stop some of that, but we'll fix that, and that won't happen like that again. We'll try to get that a little bit better. But actually, it broke the welds rather than that, so our fault. Should not have happened. We'll get through that next year.
And we would not be able to do any of this, so we would like to take a minute and thank all the veterans because today is Veterans Day,
Absolutely.
which is pretty cool with us having immediate family with the Hendersons in there and Dave Johnson, who is Erica's stepdad, former Marine, which is pretty neat. So we appreciate everybody out there that has served. Glad there's guys like you because there's guys like me that don't want to go over there and do that unless I have to. So appreciate that. Anyway, on another note,
That's about all, and that was good. So certainly do. Other than that, follow through. We'll be back next Monday. I think that's all I've got. Wilbur, unless you got something else?
nope. If anybody wants spaghetti and meatballs, I'm sure Mom and Dad still got.
No, we're down to 20 meatballs. That's all
Oh,
we
they
got
got
left
like
over.
20
That was
left
good.
from Saturday night. I think
Rodney
everybody
was there, so that took
I think
care of
everybody
that.
had a really good time. Again, I appreciate all the veterans, everybody that served, even active in the military. Enjoy your day. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, guys. Talk to y'all later.